Thanks for joining us for another edition of Weekend Winners, and we've got two key drivers to talk to this week. Nathan Dawson, he's got a big book, 8 drives on the 10 race program, and Matty Elkins, 3 drives, but they're 3 key runners. So I'm looking forward to talking to both Nathan and Matt. We've got 10 races on Saturday night, and our first race gets underway at 5:42. Leading driver Nathan Dawson is in the hot seat to go through his book of drives for Saturday night. 8 in total on the 10 race program. Nathan, appreciate the time.
Good to be on, Chris.
We start with race 2, So Cool Master. This is a race that's got a few chances. There's 8 in total, and you're landing with number 1, So Cool Master. Obviously, the barrier draw is a good chance for him.
Yeah, it is. It's going to help us a lot. He's probably been going better than what his form looks of late, so with the good barrier draw, we'll try and make the most of it.
His last start effort was 3rd. That was a good effort as well.
Yeah, it was. As I said, the few before that's been good as well. So without a lot of luck, and now he gets the draw on his side. So hopefully we can do our job and get the job done.
Okay, race number 3. This race for the mares here, and we go over the mile. Wicked As. She's ready to win this mare. Last couple of runs have been really good.
Yeah, we're very happy with her last start. We didn't really know where we'd end up, but we found the front, and she's only grabbed late, so probably a little bit easier than what she's been racing. So I think we'll press forward and try and chance our hand.
Okay, so on paper it looks a little sticky, the barrier draw, and there's speed drawn to your inside, but just judging by that last start effort, she's not going to be too far away.
No, she goes better up on the speed, so I think if we go forward and can happen to find outside the leader or even in front, she's going to be pretty hard to beat.
Is it fair to say that the main dangers are drawn, a little awkward? You've got Ice Pick Angie on your outside in gate 7, and then you've got Cool and Calculating inside of the second row, Nima Franco outside of the second row, so that really enhances your chances of taking this race.
Yeah, definitely. Probably going to play into her hands a little bit more, so glad we got the barrier draw on them.
Okay, well that's Wicked As, race 3, number 6. Race 4, good chance here, Soho Tsunami. He's really consistent at this track, Albion Park. You've got the inside gate. It probably looks a race in 3. You with Soho Tsunami, Almadima, who you drove last week, and Kensington Bill, who's drawn directly behind you in gate 8. Is that a fair assumption?
Yeah, I think that's safe to say. They probably look like the 3 main hopes in the race. Luckily, we got the barrier draw on our side and we got options, so if we get the right run, I think he should be there with a good chance.
You took a sit last time out and you came up with the same gate. Is that probably likely again on Saturday night?
Oh, we'll just see how much pressure there is. The 2 horse obviously was good first up in Queensland last week, so he's probably the horse to sit on, and we'll also get the good trip. So as I said, we got options, and we'll just see how the race plans out.
Okay, what did you make of the effort there last time out? That form line's been Franco Hampton was a winner again on Tuesday, so that form line looks okay?
Yeah, no, it looks very good. Like Franco Hampton was in the race, you'd probably think he starts favourite, so I think it's a good form line to come out of it.
Okay, well he looks a good chance there, Soho Tsunami, race 4, number 1. We move across to race 5, Left to Terror. Speaking of consistent, this guy has that in spades, but it's a killer draw here, gate 7 over the mile.
Yeah, it hasn't really played out to her hands, the barrier draw, but he's going well, as you said. He's very consistent, so if he gets a bit of luck, he won't be too far away.
It's a hard race to assess this one. Couple of newcomers, Royal Aurora gate 3, Kanye Crusader in gate 5, so you're sort of struggling to work out where they actually sit in this field.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you're just going to have to see how the race plays out and hope that luck's on your side that night, but he's definitely not out of the race with a good chance.
Okay, race 6, you're driving Rubies for Tash. Slashing effort last time out. Another mare that's got the hoof right on the till.
Yeah, I think she's coming back to her best form, so hopefully if we get a bit of luck, the right run should definitely be finishing off, and hopefully it's too good at the finish.
Can we get some early pressure here, which will certainly assist your claims? Paravani, Secret Agent Tycoon, I'm tipping you wouldn't be disappointed if they hooked up early.
No, that's right. Hopefully they do, and then on paper it probably looks like they will. So if it plays out the way it looks, I think she's probably the one to beat.
Okay. Race 7, you're down to drive Shannon's the Man. What can you tell us about this guy having his first local run, no trials?
Yeah, I don't really know a lot of him. But his form doesn't look too bad. Charlie Seni's got him, which he always does a good job with his horses. So you'd expect a good showing from him.
When you look at this field and the national rating, he's the class horse of the field.
Yeah, that's right. So you think he should be pretty hard to beat. Bit of an awkward draw, but I think we go forward and see how he goes.
Okay, Boom Chuckalacka perched up in gate 1. Is he the horse to beat?
Yeah, I think so. He's going good of late and he's got the barrier, so he's probably the one to beat.
All right, a query there with Shannon's the man. Race number 8, Corsini. This mare's going really well. A runner-up at a pass 3. It looks a little tricky, this race. There's a few here with good chances.
Yeah, she's flying of late, so draw's a little bit awkward, but being in good form always helps. So hopefully we can find a handy spot there somewhere and she'll be finishing off strong.
This front line has good speed. Maywin's Courage gate 1, a Rainbow Delight 3, and even got a moment out in 6. They can all run the gate hard.
Yeah, you would think so. It looks like that, so hopefully that's the way it plans out and that it should play into our hands.
Okay, Corsini last time out. Were you happy with that run?
Yeah, I thought she was very good. She did a bit of work early and was still brave in the finish and just got run down to one who had the good trip. So hopefully everything goes our way Saturday night and it's her turn.
All right, that was Major Do It. That was able to run you down last week, and you're right, he is a horse that is going well. So she looks a good chance there, Corsini in race 8. Your final drive is in the trot, race 9. Torfino Mist, drawn off the front row, which always helps. 2,647 metres. Would you prefer it the shorter trip?
Yeah, I think 21's probably more to her liking, but she's got good manners generally. She steps like she did last week. She definitely put herself into the race.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad run last time out, went 3rd, so a repeat performance. We'll certainly see her go close here.
Yeah, 100%. She puts her best foot forward and we get a bit of luck. She shouldn't be too far away.
Those off the handicaps, they look suited over the longer trip. Majestic Simon Garland Green?
Yeah, they do. I mean, it's hard to get into it over the shorter trip, but it's definitely probably going to play into their hands a bit Saturday night.
It's another busy night for you this weekend. What's the best of your drives at this early stage?
I think Corsini's going good and probably Wicked As. They're probably the two I like the best.
Okay, the two mares. Race 3, number 6, Wicked As, and then we've got Corsini in race 8, number 4. Nathan, as always, appreciate the time. We'll see you trackside.
Thanks, Chris.
Matt Elkins is now joining us to go through his 3 drives on Saturday night. 3 drives, but 3 quality drives. Matt, appreciate the time.
No worries, Chris. It's always a pleasure.
Let's start with Big Billy. Kensington Bill race 4. This is a good race for him. He looks to be one of the 3 main chances. Soho Tsunami, Almadima look to be the other 2. Agree?
Yeah, definitely. And the draws obviously help them as well.
Does the distance help you? 2,138 metres?
I think so. I think he's probably better at the 21. Not saying he can't mile, but he just needs that genuine tempo. And we all know he's got a good turn of foot, and it's probably better over the 21 when the others use a bit more.
Okay, his run last week went 3rd here. Looked to be really good. Larry Lincoln's a fast horse. You were able to track him up, but as it turned out, it was a real sprint home.
Yeah, obviously a little disappointed not to win, but when you go back and look at the sectionals, you can't really fault him or be disheartened with the run. The winner got home in 26.8, and he's come from behind it and run it to a length, so you can't lose nothing from that.
Okay, well, that was Larry Lincoln. Almadeba was 2nd there. You were 3rd. You're meeting Almadeba again. Does he look the leader from gate 2? Do you expect Soho Tsunami to take a seat again?
Yeah, it's obviously a little bit tricky. Soho Tsunami probably always was a leader and took a sit last start, so it is interesting to see what they do, but the 2 does run the gate quick, so I guess I'll be having a look there.
Okay, now what does that leave you with as far as options is concerned? Are you likely to stay on the fence, or do you look to get one off?
It'll probably just be one of those split decisions I make out there in the race. Obviously the horse is very quick and I'd like to drive him for speed. Whether that be get off or stay there. If we get off, we mightn't be following the best horses in the races. 1 and 2 are the best horses, so we just have to play that by ear.
Okay. As it stands right now, you've got him sorted now, Kensington Bill. He looks like he's a happy horse, he's a consistent horse, and the efforts are really good right now. Yeah,
that's it. He's probably just started to get better and better now, and we've learned he's pretty quick, and he's running really good sectionals every week, and just in races he probably needs a couple of things to go his way, just being a sit sprinter, but when those things go his way, he's definitely got the speed to run over the top of them late.
Okay, let's move to Paravani, race 6. This guy is absolutely flying. He's going for 3 in a row, but this is a good test for him here. He steps up and he's taking on the big boys.
Yeah, that's it. He's up with the big boys now. I think he's earned his mark. It's obviously a good rising class, but he comes up with the right barriers, so that's a big plus for him.
This is a perfect launching pad for him as far as going into the open class. It's not the creme de la creme as far as the open class, and that's with no disrespect, but it's a good launch pad for him. Barrier 1 over the mile as well.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, I'm a bit picky with the races I put him in. I always look for mile and I always look for where he can draw good because he likes to run the gate. He was drawn on ratings this week and there was no other options for him, so I thought now's as good a time as any to give him a crack.
Secret Agent Tycoon was able to take the Open last week. He lines up here and he's got gate 3. He's a very fast beginner himself. Would you be happy to take a trail on him?
If I was going to take a trail, it probably would be the horse I would take a trail on, but in saying that, it's going to be another one I make up my mind out there. And at the end of the day, Paravani drives himself most times. If he wants to lead, he'll lead. If he wants to take a sit, he can take a sit.
Okay, looks a great shot there. Race 6, number 1, Paravani. We go across to the last, race 10. This is a 3-year-old race, and it's a good quality 3-year-old race here, and you've got a good drive in Scotch and Ice. He's backing up from Tuesday. The effort was good, and this is a race that he can certainly take.
Yeah, no, definitely. Got a high opinion of this horse. Both me and Kylie both like him. He's racing really well, got a real good turn of foot. Didn't have the cleanest of passages on Tuesday, but did hit the line well. I'm expecting him to race well Saturday night.
Dancing the Sun is first up, a high-quality filly, looked good in a recent trial. She's the obvious horse to beat here, likely to be favoured. The map, how does it sort of shape at this early stage for you?
We're probably just going to go back and try and get into it late. Dancing the Sun probably does lead, which does make it hard to run down. Looks a horse with plenty of upside as well. But in saying that, it is first up, and I think my bloke is race fit, and hopefully we can get a genuine run race.
Yeah, if he gets that, he's more than capable, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. He's got that great turn of foot, and he can also do it for a long period of time if need be.
As I said, 3 drives, but they're 3 quality drives on Saturday night.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't swap any of them. Really happy with all 3 of them, the way they're going, and they've drawn reasonably well on the weekend.
What's the best of them, though?
Probably Kensington Bill.
Okay, we'll go with race 4, number 8, Kensington Bill. Matt, as always, appreciate the time. We'll see you trackside.
No worries. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it.
Perfect. A big thanks to both Nathan and Matt for their time and insight. It's key information that they've passed on. As far as the best bet is concerned on Saturday night, I'm marking race 4, number 2, Almandiba as our best bet. I like the first up run last week, just coming up a fraction short against Larry Lincoln. Yes, it meets Kensington Bill again, but I think he looks the leader, and I think he's going to prove hard to beat. Pete McMullen's a good booking, so we're going to go with race 4, number 2, Almandiba, hopefully to lead all of the way this Saturday night. As I said, 10 races, action getting underway at 5:42. If you are gambling this weekend, please do so responsibly. We'll see you trackside Saturday night.